That little thing going off. Yeah. Oh, little thing is not playing. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all coming through. Buddha, good morning. Appreciate you coming through. Much love. Appreciate you. Good morning. In the background, I'm counting for burpee yoga. Enjoying 3 Pump Grill. Shout out to Buddha. Appreciate you. Keep it count. Shout out to who was that again? Burpee Yoga. Shout out to Burpee Yoga getting his money in today. I don't know who that is, but at least they getting their money in. Salute. Appreciate you, Buddha. Much love. Sean Brosis. Appreciate you. Much love. We about to get started. Just gonna do dips today. Dips. Uh, dips, pushes, and squats. So keep it simple, y'all. Today, dips, pushes, and squats. That's it. Dip, push, squat. Dip, push, squat. What's up, Padam? It's an older guy in Hawaii. Okay, shout out to Hawaii and everybody in Hawaii getting it. I've been there before. Been to Maui. Pretty nice place. In a resort area, but I had to get away from that area. I don't want to be in places and be in the resort areas. I wanted to see what Hawaii was really like. So we went into the real rural city area. Really nice place. Rode some horses alongside a mountain by the ocean, swam with the turtles. What else we did? We did a lot of stuff out there. We was out there for like a week. I ended up getting uh, an earache when I was out there. Like when coming off of the plane, I don't know what it was. I think it was because I think it was because of the plane. When I got off that plane, man, my ear was aching so bad, man. The first few days when I was in Hawaii was I was just in pain. I was crying, everything. The earaches, man. Them earaches be like real painful. That's like the worst pain ever when you get an earache. But we figured it out, man. Had some garlic, heated some garlic up, put it in my ear, and the pain went away. But yeah, shout out to Hawaii. Gotta go back. Check it out. Gotta go to different areas, different cities out there. All right, here we go, y'all. About to get started. Gonna do some dips. Start off with 10, doing dimes today and everything. Well, actually, squats, I'm doing 20s. So we're gonna do dubs and dimes today. Dubs and dimes. Let's get it, round one. 10. It feels good. Feels good, y'all. Feels good. Good to be alive. Good to be well. Grateful that I'm here. Grateful that I'm training. Grateful for the support that y'all give. Grateful for another day. Grateful for life. Grateful for the phone. Grateful for everything. Grateful for money. Grateful for everything. We can go on and on and on like that. Gratitude. Let's go. Dubs. Dubs on the pushes, dubs on the squats, dimes on the dips. So get a little extra tricep work today, extra chest. Since I skipped out on chest yesterday, doing the bar endurance routine, which was a really good routine. Got to do it again. 5 muscle ups, 5 straight bar dips into 5 pulls. Pretty tough. What's going on, everybody? It's, I was at Big Island, Hawaii, in Honolulu. I left the day all volcanoes erupted. Dang, you left right on time then, huh? That's what's up, man. Though Hawaii, though, despite that, man, it's an amazing place. Just skipped my whole workout today. So I did 100 reps. I just went out to hiking. I'm just fed up with the isolation. My calves are messed up. You good, Padon? You still got it in. Got to hiking. Hiking is good money. DJ, what's going on, man? Buddha. Shout out DJ L. Carbonated, what's good, fam? Appreciate you coming through. Much love. I didn't even recognize you got a different handle picture. Salute, man. Carbonated in the building. Peace, God. Salute. Court went good. They let me go. Of course, they let you go. We all knew that. They didn't even call our names, so it must have been dropped. Yeah, we already know, man. We've been premeditated that, man. What we been saying, DJ? What we been saying? You ain't surprised. You already knew this was gonna happen. You ain't surprised. NV, salute. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all the support and the love. NV, NV, a real supporter. Make sure y'all show love to NV in the chat. Yeah, I forgot to take these out. I'm about to take these out, man. Can y'all even hear me good with these on? This is great. Can you tell me the best exercise for calves except calf raises? Honestly, I can only tell you my experience, but I can't tell you anything I don't know about. And all I do is calf raises. Calf raises have been amazing for me. So I still continue. I should have did them today. But that's all I know as far as calf workouts, man. You could do uh I mean other than that, man, you could do I do all of my calf raises weighted, but you can do it elevated to where your heels, aren't really touching anything. It's just the front of your feet. I know a lot of people do it that way. But other than that, man, that's all I know is calf raises. So that's all I can really speak about. That's the only experience I have in as far as working the calves, and they work great. Calf raises work great for me. Yeah, Hawaii, Hokkaido. I haven't been there, man. I just been to Maui. Yeah, I gotta check it out. We gotta check it out. Take the family out there. We just gotta go. Just get away for a while. Definitely one of the places we're gonna end up going to just to visit. What's going on, Jacob? Appreciate that, man. Much love. Here we go. We got to get in round two. Oh yeah, you're right, Padon. Jump squats also kill the calves as well. So yeah, I do those as well. I did those. It's been a while since I did them, but those definitely get your calves right for sure. And sprinting, if you sprint, do 40-yard sprints or 100-yard sprints. Jump squats. Yeah, you're gonna feel them, especially if you're doing the jump squats right. You jumping up, if you going like this, all the way down, butt to the ground. Definitely gonna feel it on your calves for the next week. Like when I was doing those, when I did like what 200, 400 of those, pain in my calves for the rest of the week. Like it was like a whole 5 day soreness. So yeah, let me take these off. I forgot to put on the mic. And stuff. Them things be in your ears for so long. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, the alarm about to go off. All right, y'all, let's get it in. We about to get on to round two. Let's go, round two. Round two, Derry, what's up, Derry? Appreciate you coming through, man. Just doing a simple dimes and dub routine, dips, pushes, and squats. Squats and pushes on, squats and pushes on dubs, dips on the dimes, dips on the dimes. Yeah, Padon, jump squats to get you right for the calves for sure. 20 pushes. Here we go, 20 squats. These legs get no breaks. 20. Appreciate everybody in here. What about spot running? I used to do that in 2024, but stopped doing it. I don't know why. I think it's also good for calves. Yeah, do that, or you could just spot jump. You know, It's really good for your calves, especially if you're trying to play ball, you're trying to get hops, trying to get your vertical up. You could just do these. It's the same, almost the same thing as squat jumps, but it's all calves right here. If you do those, you wake up doing those, man, you're gonna wake up every cell in your body. It's good money. You're gonna have some real sore calves, some real strong calves, cause you're gonna work all your fast twitch fibers in your legs, in your calves especially. So I do recommend those, man. I haven't done spot running, but if you do spot jumping like that, that's gonna get you right as well. Also, like what athletes do, get you a little box or whatever and do one leg hops over the box like that, over the box, and just keep doing those. Do some reps on those every other now and then and get your calves right. But the only experience I have with calves is jump squats and calf raises, weighted calf raises all the time, and they doing my calves right. What's going on, Nikki? Appreciate you coming through. Much love. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, my calves are the weakest muscle on my body. Yeah, they the most forgotten muscle. Besides your back delts, calves is probably the next up. So that's why I train them every week. I don't want them to be forgotten about. I can't have my legs looking some type of way and my upper body looking another type of way. That's just off. I think the legs should come first. Your legs is the foundation. After the legs comes everything else. So even if you just train legs for a whole year, your upper body gonna be looking right because that's the foundation. Everything comes from below up. Everything rises. All the energy rises. Your calves is another heart. It pumps the blood back up. You see what I'm saying? So calves is important, especially if you a hooper, like Kevin Garnett said. He trained the calves the most. He during his routines, he trained the calves before the routine and his calves after the routine. That was the reason why he was able to do what he was able to do. Them back up, them post up, fadeaways and stuff like that, juking. Burn some calories. So yeah. Yeah, definitely. Whatever works for you, Padon, you figure out your body. You don't the one that knows your body. So whatever works, man, it's all up to you. There's a lot of things that can work the calves real good, man. Just find one, stick to it, stay consistent, and you're gonna see your freedom. All right, here we go, round 3. Appreciate everybody coming through. 20 pushes. Should be around what? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 500 reps today. 200 pushes, 200 squats, and 100 dips. You got to get acquainted with the dips. Round 3 in the bag. One of the supported channels. Yeah, Burpee and Beer. Shout out to Jacob. Appreciate you, Jacob. Miss Cheryl, good morning. How you feeling today? Appreciate you coming through. Huh? Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody. Dion, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through. Much love. Shout out to Dion in the chat. What Don said. Once I did around 2,000 rope skips. Yeah, that right there, I'm pretty sure it works your calves heavy. I gotta get me a jump rope as well. I'm gonna give me a weighted one. 6, 7 days. It was around October, November. I was a little less athletic. Can't even run properly after those 6 days. Yeah, yeah, 2,000 skips. Yeah, that's a lot. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb. But yeah, if you want to do that, that's the same thing as just jumping in place. Doing that to work your calves as well. But the only experience that I have is the jump squats and the calf raises. I always do calf raises weighted. I add an extra 30 pounds every time, and they've been getting my calves right because I just stay consistent just doing one thing. But I can switch it up every now and then. Oh, messed up. Yeah, you just gotta. It's just a matter of understanding your body, Padam. Appreciate that, Dion. What's going on, everybody? Here we go, round 4. We're on round 4. Simple routine, Dion. We just doing dips, pushes, and squats. Dubs on the squats and the pushes, and dimes on the dips. So 100 dips, 200 pushes, 200 squats, 500 reps. Taking it easy today. Not rushing it. I wonder when I'll be able to pull my body up with just one arm. Not there yet. Not quite there yet. Still healing these shoulders up. Yes, sir. I would prefer weighted calf raises and rope jumping. Jump squats are good, but I want the calves burning exercise. Yeah, do weighted. Get it weighted then. Yeah, I do weighted all the time. I just add the extra 30, these 15-pound kettlebells, add up to 30 pounds, and I just go ham. The other day I did 400 of them. 400. I just don't I just hate training and not training the legs. I just don't like it. I don't think it's right for me to train the body but not train the legs at all because I just think everything comes from the legs. Like if I'm just training the upper body, I'm just it's almost like a facade, like a like a wolf in sheep clothing, like I gotta have legs. I gotta have the foundation. I gotta be rooted. So legs is involved in almost everything, just about everything. Even if it ain't even high reps, but they involved in some way, shape, or form. Gotta be. Here we go, 20 pushes. Mm. 20 squats. Hate sweating my shirts out. I don't like the way it feels. It's around 4 in the bag, y'all. The triceps is getting some double work today. Chest and triceps overload. I didn't do chest yesterday. Tricep, yeah, I did do chest yesterday. Straight bar did work the outer chest. So never mind, I did. And worked the triceps yesterday. So they just getting the double dose today. Here we go, round 5. Get this round 5 going. Appreciate that, Dion Clean Dips. I'm doing them right. Doing them right then. Cause they just, for some reason, maybe it's just because I don't do them a lot. It just the type of motion, it just uh feels feels awkward. But I guess I'm actually doing it right. So as long as I'm going low enough, like I'm supposed to, I don't want to go too far. I don't want to risk no injuries. But as long as I'm keeping my head up and going as low as I can, I know if I lean more forward, I think I'm working more in my chest. And if I'm a little bit more, my back is a little bit more straight, I'm working more of the triceps. But forward is also, I think, working the back delts too. I didn't forget the calves, but like less focus. Yeah, my quads and hamstrings are good, but calves is like divorced wife. Funny for them. Yeah, get them calves money. The calves need some money too. Yeah, most definitely. Calves need that focus too. All I do for me, Padam, is just a weighted calf raises, jump squats, and that's it. But I will start to do skips and get me a weighted jump rope because I always wanted to have a jump rope anyway. That'll help with a little bit more cardio, even though I don't really specifically do too much cardio. I think my cardio is in the burpees that I do. Appreciate that, Nikki and Dion. Going lower than me on the dips. On the dips. Dude, what's going on? Salute. Appreciate you coming through. Good money and clean rest. You know you good. I know that's right. Yep. Yeah, Dion on a quest to master the dips for sure. All right, here we go. Round 5. Let's get it. Yeah, you know you're doing it right then. It feel good though. Definitely, you can feel it. Like as soon as I get off, when you feel that rush, when your muscles feel that rush from all that pressure coming off, I can feel it in my back delts, right here on my outer chest, and my triceps. So now, so we know exactly, depending on how far forward you're going, you'll know exactly what muscles you're working as soon as you let the pressure off, because you're gonna feel it. It's gonna let itself be known. Besides the soreness that comes the next day, you'll know what muscles you work. So next time you're doing, you could just have your mind focused on those particular muscles. And that's what I mean, like mind on the muscle. Because if not, you're not really growing nothing. Because you don't know what you're doing, you're just doing it. Mind on the muscle whenever you train. That's why I don't train with music or none of that. Sometimes Jim Rohn be on, but I don't really be listening because I be focused on what I'm doing. Here we go, 20 pushes. Here we go, 20 squats. Round 5 in the bag. Yeah, Padon, you said you need to get remarried to calves. That's how I feel about Dips. I don't think me and Dips was never married, but I gotta get right. We gotta spend some time. EJL. Today I ran 1.5 miles straight. Feeling was in calves. My quads and hamstrings were chilling like be relentless. So yeah, running in general works the calves. So that's why I said even sprints. If you're doing like 40-yard sprint or 100-yard sprints, that's good calf money. So if you can find somewhere to run, a track or something, do a full hard out sprint for 40 yards or 100 yards, and you'll be good, Padon. You'll be good. As far as the calves go, everything leg on that one. Hip mobility, all of that. Here we go, about to get into the next set. I did hiking, which involves calves. Yep, even high steps. Doing high steps, but your mind is focused on the calves. On each step, focus on your calves. Man, that's some good money, especially when you hiking. That's why I like Colorado, because everything is up, straight uphill. You ain't got no steady. We going up the mountain on them hikes. Them hikes be legit out here, so you can literally boom, boom on each step all the way up the mountain, and you'll get them right. If you got something like that, like inclines out there, like any incline areas, in India somewhere, get on those. It'll help your legs out. Even if you got a box, you can step box. Them step box routines is really good too. For sure, DJL. Drive safe, man. Drive safe. I don't know the language, but appreciate that. Much love. Life is going good, Padan. Just been real busy, building a new business here. So it's been real busy outside of YouTube. That's why I haven't been able to be on YouTube as much. But I'm still making time to go live. It's been real busy. I'm an investor, so I gotta, do my research on things that I'm investing in as far as land and all my acquisitions, getting my system set up because I'm turning this, taking the land business a lot more serious now, turning it into an actual entity. So in the process of doing that, I have to really, hone in on a lot of things and where I stand as far as land goes and make sure that I, have the best, quality pieces of land for, people to build their legacy on. Whoever's interested in the land that I have. So I'm focused on that. So it takes a lot, to build, something to start something like that, build a whole nother entity outside of myself. So I'm not, just in case, anything happens, I'm not held liable, because I have that in an entity inside of another entity, which is a trust. So you gotta make sure all your, all the paperwork and all of that stuff is good, especially when you dealing with a system that's built against you. You gotta make sure that you protect it. Since I'm taking this a little bit more serious, I gotta turn it into a entity, and I gotta put that entity into a trust. So that's what I'm doing outside of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm acquiring more land, I'm investing, and on top of that, I'm building the system on the back end of that. And taking it from there. We're gonna see where it goes. That's why I'll be in Austin next month, in the beginning of next month, because I'll be with other investors, getting some game. Yeah, Dion, I actually like these dips. It's good tricep money for sure. And then chasing it with push-ups, well, it's almost the same movement, but push-ups is like 70% or 30% less than dips. Dips is like 100% because you're doing your whole body. Pushes is just mainly working your upper body or pulling or pushing your upper body, which is about 70%. But it's still good money, still working the same muscles. And we go 20. Ah, here we go, 20 squats. Yeah, Padon, that's all it is. That's all I'm doing. I'm an investor. Investor. Not just to say it, but I invest in myself. That's all I do is buy assets. anything that I believe is an asset that's gonna increase, any type of increase, then that's what I'm buying. Stocks, bonds, but I'm out of bonds now, but stocks mainly, or not mainly, it's land mainly. Then it's the stocks. Sometimes I trade every now and then, but mainly my main investments is land. I buy land all the time. Whenever there's an opportunity to buy land and I do my due diligence on it, it look good, and I believe I can flip it, I'm putting the money down. That's why I always say, I'm always, if anybody, want to make some money and they know somebody that got land or something like that, and they think it's, vacant land too, not no land with that already got property on. I want to deal with property. I don't want to be dealing with no toilets. I don't want to be dealing with no electricity. I don't want no inspector to come. I don't want to do none of that. I want vacant land. Vacant land. If you know somebody got vacant land, hit me up. I'm a serious buyer. I got the funds as long as the land is good, the county is good, and I talk with the assessor or whatever, everything good, I'm putting the money down. You better believe it. I'm not gonna hesitate because I know what to do with it. Either I'll hold on to it, hold it for a few years because I already know the value of land. No matter what, it ain't going nowhere. So the value goes up. So either I can keep it for me and my family, or I can flip it and give it to, make it easier for somebody else to purchase land for them and their family. Here we go, round 6. It's taking it easy today. Let's get this money. Oh, I didn't even look at the chat. I just be rambling, man. Let me see what y'all talking about real fast. You know what? This 100-day challenge you did also made you upload the videos on Saturday and Sundays too. Yep. No days off. No days off, but dog, we getting this money in every day. Every day. I mean, I had a day off the other day, but well deserved. Well deserved. Appreciate that, Dion. Much love. Shout out to Dion. Yeah, it's my son's bike. My son's bike. All grind, no gimmicks. Cause and effect in the building. Salute. Appreciate you coming through, fam. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to Philly. Much love, man. Appreciate you. Physical health, mental health, financial health. This should be first priority. Huh? Uh, crack. A little bit. You cold? Alright. Wife's cold, y'all, so it's gonna get hot in here. Alright, yeah. Really good to have multiple income sources. Yeah, it is, man. You can't have no freedom without it, man. If you only relying on one job, it's not gonna do it for you. I hate to say it, or maybe I don't hate to say it, but that's just the reality. That's just the reality. You can't just have one thing and then think that that's it. If you got one thing, make sure you know you putting your money where it needs to be so that you can have another thing somewhere on the side. And when you get that established and you master that, go and get you another thing somewhere else over here. That's just facts. Shout out to Cause and Effect, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe. Go show love. Think he's gonna go live today for sure. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Getting money. Go get inspired. Here we go. 20 pushes. We go 20 squats. Yeah, but Don, it's not a lot to get into land investments. If you know what you're doing, you can find land for like $90. $90, man. You can make money off of that land too. You could do there's so many ways, so many things that you could do with it. Some things you could do, like if you got, say you purchase like 5 acres somewhere, just make sure that you ain't dealing with no extra governments, like HOAs or POAs. Fuck them. If you, that's why I say do your due diligence on the county and figure out if they're trying to lord it over the people in the community. If so, stay away from them. Buy the vacant land that don't have no HOAs or POAs, and say you get like you a 5 acre somewhere, and you want to flip it, you want to flip it for a higher value. What you could do is, like, if you got the funds, you could definitely put a septic in there for a good $5,000, or you could put a pole down there, put a well in there, and you just increase the value up to another $10,000. So now you can flip it for the market value plus more because of the amenities that you just put on there. So the person who buys it from you, they ready to go. They got their septic ready. They could build their house on there. They got power ready. They got water. They got a well that they could pull from. They don't have to go. I mean, they could use the city lines as well as far as power if they wanted to. It's just a lot you could do. Also, if you like, for example, like in Tennessee, Tennessee got good land out there, but they got a lot of bush. They got a lot of brush, a lot of tall trees. Buy that land anyway, because what you could do is you could sell them trees to a not all the trees obviously, but you would make a lot of money off of some lumber that is yours. You see what I'm saying? And they'll pay you to come and chop it down. A lot of money, and the trees will grow back, and then boom, that's your income every year. You just increase your income just on land that you're not even using. You just letting the trees produce money for you. Another thing, you can get an excavator and you can have people, clear a space for you, and you could add a cabin on there. You could do like Amazon be selling motherfucking cabins for like $5,000. You could put that place that on there and rent that out every week for a couple hundred, couple $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for depending on how long they want to stay. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice little place to camp and hang out and sleep. You can build that on there, and you can have the lumber people come every year to pay you $5,000, $10,000 extra just to pick up some lumber that just grew there the next year. Many things you could do. Round seven. You can put that thing on this app called Hippie Camp or something like that, where people go specifically to look for places that they can camp and rent them out on that app. So you ain't even gotta be there. Everything is just automated, and money just comes in. Or what you could do is you could buy land on for wholesale for like $400, and put it under contract for like $90 a month. If you have land under contract, you can sell it. You only paying $90 a month for a piece of land that's worth $6,000. It's called land arbitrage. I do it all the time. You could buy, put it down a deposit, like a $200 deposit, and then pay the owner of the land $90 a month. So now you got the land under contract. So now you are the middleman, and you can sell that property as if it were yours for, say you got it for, say the wholesale value was $3,000, but the market value is $8,000 to $10,000, and you're paying $90 a month uh, just to get to that $3,000. But say you find you a buyer within the next week, and they pay you full cash. That's $10,000. Pay you $10,000. So your overhead 3,000. They pretty much paid your $3,000, and then you make what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You make $7,000 off of that. $7,000 off of 300 or off a $200 investment. Yeah. Appreciate everybody coming through. Let's go. Round 7 in the bag. DJ L back. Appreciate everybody coming through. Much love. Getting cold here. This desert is gonna turn into ice age. There is a desert in my state, by the way. You know, where there's a desert, there's a lot of water too. You have good knowledge about business. If you're gonna ask for help in the future, like today, I was asking, like today, yeah, for sure, definitely. A mouth never gets fed without it, without asking questions. For sure, that's how I got to where I'm at, by asking questions. The guy that how I got started into this, I kind of fell into the land business, because even now I still don't have a LLC business. I just been operating just off my own name. But I ended up falling into it, and I read this book called where's that book at? Cause y'all know I'm a reader, an avid reader. I just be reading shit, and I ran into this book right here called Dirt Rich. Dirt Rich by Mark Podolsky. How you can turn, you can buy land, just vacant land, land that people don't want, and flip it. And I ran into that, but then what happened was I ran into this website. You know how everything just, when you get involved where your attention is, everything starts to come to you. So there was a website that just came out of nowhere called Land Arbitrage, and I got on there and I seen the lands that they had available. And what I did, I just bought one. I had bought my first land out in Texas, Mineola, Texas. The city's called Mineola, and it's like an hour and a half outside of Dallas. It's only 0.25 acres. It ain't even a full acre. It was a $3,000 wholesale that I bought. So I put 200, like I just said, I put $200 down, and I was paying $90 a month. And only a weekend after I started to pay that first week, I put it on Facebook Marketplace for free, for sale for $7,000, or I think it was $8,000. I put it for sale for $8,000. That next week, a buyer called me and said, "Look, I'm interested in that land. Let me go take a look at it real quick, and then I'll give you a call back." He went to go take a look at it. He loved it. and he gave me a call back with his buddy just to make sure that I'm a real deal, not no scammer. So he was asking me all kind of questions, and I was answering, telling him everything about the county. You know that there's a lake right there, Lake Pines, Pines Lake, Holiday Pines Lake, over there in Texas that they can go visit and whatever they can. You know, they got ships or whatever. He wanted to use the land to put his stuff on because I think he's like a mechanic or something. He needed like a place to put a shed to put all his tools and stuff like that. And you know, all the only question was if he could use the land while he's paying me. And I was like, you can't use the land, but I'll let you use it. But to put the whole shed on there, you gotta pay the whole, you gotta pay the whole $8,000, and then I'll transfer the title over to you. So he's paying me right now every month, still every month he's paying me $200 every single month. That's extra income. You keep doing that, you keep doing that. You got different buyers paying you 200, 500 to $600 every month. You just added extra income on the side of your job, and it's that simple. Like I put it on Facebook Marketplace for free, and buyers was calling. It was annoying because there was a lot of emails that I was getting, a lot of motherfucking messages and messenger, a lot of calls. A lot of people would just ask a question. They weren't really serious. It was a lot of, I was on the phone pretty much all day talking to potential buyers. And shit, he came through within the second week and bought it. So now I already know I got a whole $8,000 coming through payments every month. So he pays me every month. I make it easy. If you don't got the full amount, if you don't got the 8,000 to pay me right away, then I'll give you another option to pay me $200 a month for what, 30 months to 35 months or something like that, just to increase my monthly income as well. Plus, they getting value out of it too because they getting land, and he actually uses it to camp right now. He's using it to camp for on weekends because he's a worker and he be busy. So it's a win-win. And it's a rinse and repeat system. You just do the same shit you did. Go find another piece of property that you can wholesale it, and then put that on the market, sell it. Same thing, repeat, boom, boom, boom. Buy a lot of them. Put like five of them on wholesale. Boom, boom, boom. Put it on Facebook Marketplace for free or Craigslist for free, and boom. Here we go, round 8. Only thing I would say is for a lot of people, like a lot of people ain't really ready for the entrepreneur lifestyle because they're not like settled yet mentally. Because once they get a hold, so say somebody pays me cash, a land that I had, they pay me $8,000 or $15,000 in cash, and now I got $15,000. The average person, what they gonna do with that $15,000? Are they gonna use that $15,000 to invest in a bigger property, or are they gonna fuck it off? The majority of them just gonna fuck it off. So they're not really ready because they don't even know what they're gonna do with the money that they receive yet. So that's why I always say, like, I don't teach stuff uh because people just not there yet mentally. Like they see it, they want it because they motivated at this moment. They seeing people making this amount of money every month and stuff like that, and it excites them so much that they want that. So they get in and they do it just because of that, not knowing that they didn't fix their emotions yet. They didn't figure it out. So if I were to give a random person who didn't fix themselves yet $15,000, what you think they're gonna do with it? Just anybody. It could be anybody that has not really dug into themselves yet and not knowing who they are yet. If I just give somebody a random 20K, what you think they're gonna do with it? Cause it's almost like I wasted that $20,000 because they just gonna fuck it off. They're gonna probably go buy some lottery. They're probably gonna buy some motherfucking, whatever for a period of time. They're just fucking it off, buying weed, buying all kind of other stuff. They're not gonna take that $20,000 to put it in. Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say? Exactly. My wife said it's because they don't have the frequency to hold it. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say you gotta get. Huh? Exactly. See, your nervous system starts to freak out. So if I were to give a random person $20,000 today, and their nervous system be like, oh, they'll be excited. Oh shit, thank you so much. They'll probably start crying or whatever. But habits, the things that they built off of, the system that they built off of, the program that they built off of, is going to fuck it off because of how they think and value money. You see what I'm saying? They'll fuck it off. It's pointless. So that's why I don't teach how to do land. It has to come from within. You see what I'm saying? Like it fell upon me and I made it my thing because I believe in land. I believe like it is something that can really build value for your family for generations to come because land ain't going nowhere. That's why I don't buy houses. Houses, they come and go. It's a lot that comes with it. I don't buy houses and flip them because you gotta make sure the toilet's good. You gotta make sure the electric is good. You gotta make sure all these things. You gotta have an expect. You gotta do all these things. You gotta come out of pocket too for that. No, I don't need. I don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? This is what you get, and you see everything right here on this vacant land. Now you use your creativity on the right side of your brain. Use your creativity and make it happen for you and yours. So it's coming from within. It's not nothing that I could teach. It has to come from within. You see what I'm saying? When it comes from within, you will find your way with it. Like I can't like if anybody were to which which does happen, were to just randomly give me $10,000, 20,000, $30,000, I know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm not finna go buy us a house or nothing. I'm not finna go buy us a new car. I'm not finna go buy me some new clothes. No, I'm putting it in land, or I'm gonna put it into a stock that I believe in that I know is gonna triple it in the next couple months or even week. If I'm looking for faster money, I know where to go for faster money. I know exactly where to go. I could just go and trade it, or what I could do is put it in some land. I'm gonna dump all that 30K into some land, and I promise you, I can flip that and double it into 60 or 70 or even over 100 because I know what to do with it. I can go ahead and buy. If somebody were to give me $30,000 today, I'm gonna buy me a 15,000 10-acre property and put a motherfucking and use the which is $15,000. I'm gonna put $5,000 into it extra and put a septic tank in there and increase the value up. Since it was a $15,000 property and I put a septic on there, that adds the value. That's another 10,000. What if I put a pole on there for power? That just increased it another $20,000. So boom, I'm well over $15,000 property, well over $100,000 now. Somebody's gonna buy it. Why? Because there's so many people out there that want land right now. It's crazy, and they go and especially if it already got power and if it already got a septic tank in there, so that they could build on top of that. That's a gold mine. But you can't do that to everybody. You can't just give them money and think that they're gonna do right with it. That's eight. That's eight in the bag. Alex Smith, appreciate you coming through, man. What kind of water you drinking? That's just spring water. Just spring water. Blake, what's going on, Blake? Appreciate you coming through. Much love. Shout out to the little bro in the chat, y'all. Shout out to the little bro, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe, go show love. Miss Helen, good morning. How you feeling today, Miss Helen? Appreciate y'all, everybody coming through. I think negotiation skills matter a lot. Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you're looking to purchase land. You gotta be able to do your due diligence, because without due diligence, you don't have negotiation. It wouldn't matter at that point. So you gotta have due diligence and know what you're getting into and know what you're buying and know what you want. Because if you don't know what you want and you know don't have any due diligence, you have nothing to negotiate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're interested in a piece of property and like this looks really good, and they tell you this 5 acres is let's say that 5 acres is 15,000, but it's like miles outside of the city, and it's $15,000 and it's 5 acres. Okay, it's close to price, but I'm not buying that for $15,000. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna negotiate that thing down to at least 10,000 and add a septic on there to increase it. You know what I'm saying? Because they far outside the city, so it's gonna take a lot for, especially if they want to be close to the city. There's a lot of people that that nomads that love that. You know what I'm saying? And those could be your buyers. But if you don't have any buyers like that, you don't have a buyers list, you don't have people, you don't already have buyers that are similar that's looking for land like that already, $15,000 you come out of pocket. So you will have to bring it down. And if they're not ready to bring it down, then move on. You know what I'm saying? Just move on. But you gotta know what you want in order to negotiate anything. Appreciate that, Dion, DJ L. Let's go, DJ L. Let's get your money in. No complaints, man. We alive and well, Miss Helen. Feeling good. I had to drive all the way to Fayetteville. I'm back home now. How far is that, DJ L? Rebecca, salute. Appreciate you coming through. Much love. Shout out to Rebecca in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Here we go, round 9. I had one of my clients that I was driving yesterday. He hold on, let me do these pushes real quick. I'll get to that. Let me do these pushes. Here we go, 20 squats. Appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate that, Rebecca. Much love. Shout. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Rebecca. She be getting her money in as well. It's about an hour away, DJ. Yeah, bro, drive safe. But yeah, one of my clients yesterday that I was driving, he was asking me questions on how to conduct business, how to do business. And he was like, man, because it was in general. It was a general conversation on how, people could make more money. And he was like, man, but I mean, I know I do this construction job, but I do have a box truck. I was like, what?
Yeah, a box truck. You know how much you could do with the box truck? He's like, no, man, what? Bro, you could, there's so many things you do with a box truck. First of all, you can rent it out to event services. A lot of event services need that space because they travel to one event to the next event. They could pay you to use your truck, or you could be the driver and you could uh, market yourself out there. Look, I got a box. You can call these medical warehouses and be like, look, I got a box truck. If y'all need any shipment to a hospital or anything like that for all your medical products, I got some good space in this box truck. Just give me a call. Let's negotiate some rates, hourly, day, week, whatever, and let's get this done. Call, get on the phone, start calling these people. Call people, let them know you got a box truck, market yourself out. You don't need a business yet, just get yourself out there and get that truck moving. And he said, okay, I'll do that. Find you a medical company, find you an event company. There's so many things you could do. You know what I'm saying? You could even rent the box truck out to a moving company. You know what I'm saying? They can use your truck to move people from one place to the next, and they could pay you for that. A lot of money. There's so many ways, man. You got if you even if you got a car, it's how the transportation company. You got a car. I got a Ford Fusion. You could put that Ford Fusion on Turo, the Turo app. We all know what Turo is, right? Put it on Turo app. Whenever you're not using the car, put the car on the Turo app and rent it out to people that's coming into town. And they can use your car over the weekend. They'll pay you $200, $300 for that. That's extra money. You see what I'm saying? You want to get to the point where you ain't even, you could probably just Uber wherever you got to go and you getting money, extra money on the side. No excuses. Use what you got, man. That's why you got to remain detached from everything so that you don't have uh, no emotional setbacks. You got to be able to control your emotions because if you can't, then you're not going to be able to make money at all on the side or anywhere. You're just going to be stuck at your job, paycheck to paycheck. Nothing wrong with a job. And, I still work a job as well. But the thing is, you got to get right with self first. Always dig in and get right with self. You know what I'm saying? He asked me for my number. I didn't give it to him, but I did give him my Instagram. Because if you're really hungry and you really, want extra money, funds, or whatever, you'll figure it out for sure. And you'll ask the questions that you need to ask to anybody, whoever's getting it done. You know what I'm saying? I gave him my Instagram yesterday. There's not one DM from him at all. You know what I'm saying? He's just not that hungry yet. He was interested at the moment, but he don't have it in him. It's just it's probably a seed or something, but it's not there yet. That's why I always say go within, y'all. Go within, know what you desire and get after it. Don't just, it's nothing to fear. You don't have nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? It's either you want to get your life right and you want to live in peace and abundance right now, or you're just going to not live in the opposite of that for the rest of your life. And we don't want that. We all know that we don't want that. So get right. You might as well sit still and know what you want. Know who you are. That's where it comes from. It comes from within. It don't come from without. It can't come from without. We can't be seeking without all the time at all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what happened last month with those Christians that was believing that Jesus was gonna come back on the 24th, and a lot of them was selling their houses and cars and shit because they believed the rapture was gonna be on the 24th on that day. I know, I ain't talked about it because it's pointless. Like y'all are because we getting to the point now. It's like, come on now. Yeah, I was really in the forest chanting motherfucking what's that? Speaking tongues and shit in the forest, waiting on Jesus to come and hollering and screaming. So y'all was sitting. You mean to tell me that y'all sold y'all's houses, you sold your car, and all these other things that obviously was gonna leave behind, and because you believe that Jesus was coming across the sky on the 24th of September to rapture you up into heaven, and you was speaking in tongues and all that all day. Now what? I just want to see their face today and see like what they doing now, because they ain't got no house, they don't got no car, and I'm damn sure they not gonna get it back. Ain't no way you gonna get it back. There's no way you gonna get it back. That's dumb. Y'all gonna be waiting forever. All right, Padon, you be blessed, man. You have a good one. Much love, Padon. Much love, Padon. Yep, get some rest, man. Shout out to India. Much love to India and everybody out in India getting their money. But yeah, man, let me do these pushes real fast. 20 pushes. Here we go, 20 squats. Appreciate everybody coming through. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Much gratitude, Rebecca. Much gratitude. Yeah, man. Again, shout out to Rebecca. But yeah, y'all, let's talk about business and entrepreneurship. Remember, it has nothing to do about business. It has nothing to do about entrepreneurship. It has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with self and knowing who you are. That's all it comes down to is you and knowing who you are and knowing what you desire and getting it, or not getting it, but realizing that you already have it. It's not about motivation either. Y'all know how I feel about motivation. It's cool for the moment, but it has an expiration date. Motivation has an expiration date. If you really desire something, it needs to be inspired. It needs to be coming from within. You see, it has to be an inner spark, inner spark, so that you'll know your why on why you're doing this or why you're doing that. You're not doing it for money. You're doing it for the feeling that money brings, right? You're doing it for the security. You're doing it for what? Safety. You're doing it for the feeling of freedom, right? It had nothing to do with the money. So all this talk about chasing money and realizing that you actually still don't have money is the very reason why you don't have money, is because you're too busy chasing it. It doesn't need to be chased. It's just an energy. It's a form of energy. If you're chasing it, all you're doing is letting the universe know, and the universe is just going to give you more chasing ability. It's just giving you more chasing ability. It's not going to give you actual money. You know what I'm saying? It has to come from within. You got to be on the same frequency. That's all it is. Here we go, round 10. Yeah. That's 100 dips. And here goes 200 pushes and 200 squats. And then we're going to get some extra credit in for those that like to stay late for class. That's what separates you from the rest. For those that like to dig into themselves Ugh. Here we go. 20 squats. Ugh. Let's go. That's good money. 200 squats, 200 pushes, 100, 100 dips, 500 reps. We're gonna get some more dip money in though for extra credit. What's up, Luke? Appreciate you coming through, man. Yeah, full body. It's a full body routine. I skipped the pools today since I did that bar endurance routine yesterday. Let's give my back a little break, even though I'm working the back delts today. But yeah, we're gonna get some more dips in before I get up out of here. Shout out to Luke, man. Shout out to Germany. Appreciate you coming through, man. Let's get this extra credit. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna do calves, get some calves and some core work in. And shout out to my great great grandmother, Elvira. Today's Elvira Day here in Colorado. So shout out to the legend. Shout out to the legend whose energy is still very well alive. It's Elvira Day here in Colorado. So shout out to Elvira. And it's her birthday today. And shout out to the mayor of Colorado for recognizing her, and making this Elvira Day every year. It's an Elvira Day now in Colorado. So much love, Elvira. She transitioned, but she's very well still alive, seeing through the same eyes I'm seeing out of. Remember, you always gonna be your ancestors. So shout out to the legend. Shout out to the legend. We used to share our birthday parties together as well. When she had turned 100 years old, I was turning, because my birthday's on the 20th, hers was on the 17th, mine's on the 20th. When she turned 100 years old, I was turning, how old was I? I was 26. And we had our family birthday uh, parties together every year. Huh? Yeah. Yes, sir. Much love, Luke. Here we go. We're gonna get some extra dips in. It's 110. Dion, you going live today? 110 dips. We're gonna keep going. Handsome. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful, Miss Helen. Dion said, yes, sir. Push ups and dips. That's what's up, man. Good shit. It's a little chilly out here today in Colorado, but it probably feels good out there right now. But it's been getting a lot colder. It's hoodie season now. Definitely hoodie season. Here we go. 10 more. That's 120. 520 reps. Only thing is with these, Dion, you start to feel it in your elbow. It's a little bit. But I got a Tai Chi routine that helps your joints out where you just do this, do a few reps. And the same thing with your legs, helps your joints, your knees and stuff like that. You pretty much stomp on one leg or stomp on the other leg and just do these. They're gonna help bring blood back to your joint area so that you won't have too much pain or whatever, because that's all it is. It's just they start to get, all that movement, all that stretching this bone right here. So there's not, when it's like this, when it's bent like this, there can't be too much blood flowing through there. So you gotta you gotta keep it going. Try to keep the blood flowing in your joints. Appreciate that. It's 1:30. 1:30. We're gonna keep going. Let's get to 150. Time is it? Yep, and then we're gonna get up out of here. But you do feel it in your shoulders too with these dips. So my thing is, I just don't want to go too far down too much. Because I'm still trying to figure out, as far as dips go, what causes injuries. Like if people get injuries during dips, what is it? Is it because you go too far down? Is it because you're leaning too far forward? Or what is it? That's my question. Because I think all I gotta do is keep doing dips and figure it out, for myself. Because right now it feels good. Like these feel good. That's why I'm gonna keep going. But other than that, like that's just my question as far as the dips go. Because why to me does it feel awkward, like this type of movement? I think it's only just because I don't do them a lot. Like how I do pushes all the time. It feels normal because I'm used to it. And the fact that I don't do dips a lot is probably the reason why it feels the way it feels. I'm not shaking no more. This means these muscles, they used to this type of motion. Because when you shaking, that just means that you working muscles that you haven't really worked before, and they just trying to get used, trying to get broken down. So I'm not shaking when I'm doing these. Probably when I get into the higher reps, my form will get fatigued and I'll start shaking. But yeah, just gotta do them more. I like them. I like the position. I like how it's heavy on the triceps and the outer chest and the shoulders, back delts if you're going deep enough. It's 140. We get like Kivo and Dion with these dips. I'm good. Okay, for sure. Show Luke. But yeah, I try to go at least to where my arm becomes parallel to the bar, to the dip bar. And I think that's the as far they call that the 90 degree, and then back up. At least as far, at least to where it's parallel. If I go super parallel, that's probably too far of a dip. So like at least like at a 90 degree to where it's close, and then boom, boom. I think that's healthy. I don't want to, because when I get fatigued, sometimes you forget on form or how it should be. And when you're fatigued, obviously you start to, you do all kind of shit, and that's where usually the injuries come from. Comes from the fatigue. But appreciate that, man. We're gonna get it together. Here we go. Here's 150, 550 reps. Shout out to Luke. Shout out to Germany. Shout out to Michigan, Dion and Miss Helen. I seen that game yesterday, Dion. Did they win? That football game. All right, here we go. Ah, all right, that's it. 150 dips, 200 squats, 200 pushes, 550 reps, y'all. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody coming through, showing love today. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate y'all. No sir, 59. Oh damn, they lost 59-7. Golly, that's a beat down. That's a belt to ass type of game right there. Shit, it's all right. They gonna bounce back. What's their record? What's their record? It's a college, right? It's college, right, Dion? Yeah, if that's college, man, that's real. That's a real beatdown right there. That's belt to ass. Something wasn't working right that day. But shit, man, more power to them, man. Hopefully they get to that next game and they putting belt to ass. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they get that fixed, whatever that was. Hopefully they figure it out. 59-7. Damn, what happened? Yeah, college 1 to 5. Yeah, damn. So shit. So they just having an off year then. But your boy is a freshman there, right? Carlos, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through. Much love. Yeah, Miss Helen, that's a blowout for sure. Yeah, that's what I call it, man. Belt to ass. They had got the belt to ass. There was no pants there. There was nothing. It's just straight leather and ass. Bam. That's what I call that. I can't remember ever getting beat like that in football. I would have went and motherfucking. I would have went and tore all them motherfucking asses up for sure. Ain't no way you about to beat us from 59-7. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Yes, sir. Freshman, it was cold as hell. Okay. Yeah, that could play a part in it too, but no excuses. No excuses. But anyway, he can get his tape in, and he can, transfer to a better school. But maybe they just having like an off year or something like that. They just got, maybe they defense, because obviously, 59 points. Yeah, they defense need some fixing. That's all it is. They defense needs some fixing. But yeah, no excuses, man. We ain't taking no 59 ass whooping. There's no way we gonna have to let that happen. They gonna come into our place too and beat us like that? Hell no. We get some icy hot, get something on your hands or something. Get some extra layer in. You know what I'm saying? And just lay it on them. Yeah, it has to be the defense. It gotta be the defense, cause yeah, they gotta figure that out. And I'm a defensive guy. Ain't no way they was gonna be scoring 57 points. Cold or not, cold or not. If anybody gonna be laying a beat down, it's gonna be us. It's gonna be us. It's gonna be us doing that. Not in our house. Ain't no way. Like we come to your place and you beat us, but it ain't gonna be no 59-7 from Indiana. Oh, okay, so they was from the trenches too. Especially if it's Gary. If it's Gary, Indiana. Yeah, the whole team needs fixing, Miss Helen said. The whole team. The whole team needs fixing because they still only scored 7 points. So it's the offense too. But the defense allowed 59 points. I mean, it happens though. It's a part of the game, but still, ain't no way. I'm from Brazil. All right, Carlos. Hey, shout out to Brazil. Much love. That's one place I want to go visit as well. Go to the favelas. The favelas. Rio. What's it? Rio de Janeiro. Shout out to Brazil, man. Everybody on Brazil getting their money. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. Appreciate y'all coming through. Miss Helen Dion, Carlos from Brazil, Luke from Germany. Shout out to Germany. Rebecca, Padam. Shout out to India. I forgot to ask Rebecca where she from. Shout out to and the little bro Blake came through. Much love to Blake, DJ L. Shout out to North Carolina. And everybody that came through. Alex Smith, much love, y'all. Appreciate everybody coming through. Remember, y'all, don't let anything outside of y'all dictate how you feel. Stay grounded in who you are. Mind sharp, body strong, soul abundant. I'm out, man. Peace. Y'all have a good day.